What's going on, guys? Samuel World from Samuel One World Productions here, back with another top 10 list for you all today. As for today's video, I'm here to discuss my top 10 favorite moments from the Hotel Transylvania franchise. But you guys know, not only these films aren't like my favorite animated movies out there, like on the end of my top 50 favorite animes of all time. I do have a small spot for this franchise. I do have a little bit of a small spot for these movies. But I pretty much enjoy pretty much all of these movies, and I do love going back to them. Again, obviously I can see why people not like these movies, honestly. They're not like the most original movies out there, but I do enjoy the characters, I do enjoy the voice acting, a lot of the shenanigans they get into, a lot of the humor. Again, the humor's not for everybody, not all just land, but and overall, I do enjoy this series. And of course, the last month we got the last one, Transylvania, which is I got actually the last movie in the series. And also, these films also done by Jen Toplasky, who, because you guys know, he did the Flat Transylvania Jack to my favorite Never Shield. I still need to see Primal though, so I figured why not on my best moments list by discussing my favorite moments from this series. And there actually are a lot of very funny, great moments from this series. So why the hell not? So I hope you all enjoy this video. Again, obviously there will be spoilers for all 4 of these movies, and I would love to know what you guys are your favorite moment series down below in the comments. So not beyond bush, let's get started. But before we do get to my top 10, let's discuss 10 honorable mentions. Films that I thought still great, they just did not make the list, but the ones I still thought were great. Drac Busty Moves and Hotel Transylvania 2. Drac's arrival in Transylvania 2, even though I think he should have been in that movie a lot more. The birthday party scene from Hotel Transylvania 2. Dracula realizing he's feeling the zing again, about to meet Dracula's first meeting Erica from Hotel Transylvania 3. Drac's live reveal from Transylvania. The opening sequence from Transylvania. Drac and Erica's first date from Transylvania 3, the wedding from Hotel Transylvania 2, the ending dance number from Hotel Transylvania 1, and the final battle from Transylvania. All still pretty good, great moments. They just would not make the list, but still moments I would always do enjoy whenever I visit these movies. Coming in at number 10, my 10th favorite Hotel Transylvania moment is the I Could Never Dare monster scene with Drac and Erica from Hotel Transylvania 3. I'm sorry that probably enjoy Transylvania 3 probably more than most people. I don't know why. Like, I understand why the problems is moving and them just being on boats and doing a lot of stuff that no one really enjoying in anime movies, but I just can't help but smile whenever I watch it. And they do a good job actually trying to build a relationship between Drac and Erica. There's a lot of moments that you do find like sweet about them. With the first date scene I mentioned in their first meeting. And of course, basically the scene where basically maybe states that Erica's up to something and tries to get the dress like, I zinged with Erica. Like, Erica and then Drac admits how she was feeling, and then Erica's like, no, I can't. I could never date a monster. Like, you can tell how Erica was feeling, because then she's also like the daughter of Van Helsing, who was pretty much the main villain in the movie. So it's unfortunate, but I don't say it's a very sad scene, but you do feel a lot for these characters when they're going through. Like, obviously, probably not going to be together, but it's still a pretty emotional scene and a very sad one too, especially with the voice acting here. Now, at number 9 and number 8, we got 2 opening sequences from these movies. At number 9, we got the first sequence from Hotel Transylvania 1, and at number 8, we got the Van Helsing opening sequence from Hotel Transylvania 3. The opening sequence basically introduces these characters and Dracula's backstory and everything. It's a very simple scene, but it really gets you into the movie and you're curious of what's really to come. And number 8 is pretty much, Van Helsing trying to kill Drac and finds out, but he ends up failing every time, and it's honestly kind of hilarious. It's honestly not really a whole lot I can really say about the sequence. It just really set the movie very well. They're fun, hilarious, and very insightful things on what you can expect from these movies. And at number 7, we get to the Mavis and Drac roof scene from Hotel Transylvania 1. This kind of was actually not that there was a scene that I actually get to later on this list. Where basically Dracula ends up feeling his things that he done throughout the movie, and yeah, and you can tell how upset Mavis is about losing Johnny, and wanting to like go out into the world. Again, stuff they can, especially the movies, but again, these movies do a great job of building the relationship between Drac and Miss Wall. Drac stuff does is kind of what he said like a far time figure to do. You do understand why Drac was doing the way he does and why he's feeling. You can tell he's having very conflicting feelings and everything. And the voice acting in the scene I think is great. You really feel the emotion of what these characters are going through, and it's just a pretty touching scene all around. And this is just a quick one because coming number 6 we got the Twilight joke in Transylvania 1. This is kind of a quick one, but it's just stuff that just we're basically Drac's trying to help Johnny, trying to get Johnny back out, what happened and everything, and I mean, the whole sequence involving him they're trying to get it was also great as well. I think that also probably shouldn't mention. But basically he's getting burned up, and then it quick side where he's kind of like, hey, the other dream of being a vampire, and it's like, this is how it represented. Unbelievable. And it's a little quick thing, but it's just so hilarious. And number 5, we get to a very iconic scene that one of the most iconic scenes in this franchise, at least a very memorable one to me, and that is probably my favorite scene in Hotel Transylvania 2, where basically Dennis says his first words, blah blah blah, and I was like, I don't say blah blah blah. Like, I'm not fun saying that, which is also kind of a recurring joke in these movies, but it's a joke that's just so freaking hilarious. Like, blah blah blah, I don't say blah blah blah, I don't say blah blah blah, I only say what people say, I don't say it, blah 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 blah, it was you. Like, that was probably some of the funniest stuff in this movie, and it's just so hilarious. Coming number 4 and number 3, moments that kind of coincide with each other. And number 4, basically seeing the hotel getting destroyed in Transylvania, and the actual ending. And number 3, we got the actual ending to Transylvania, which is basically like the last moment in the entire franchise, because Hotel Transylvania is said to be the last movie in this franchise. And my child in. Okay. I thought this idea ended up pretty well, actually. I thought this was kind of the perfect way for them to end this movie. And I personally think Transylvania is probably the best one in the series, in my opinion. Like, I'm not sure if anyone else thinks that, but I really think so, honestly. It kind of does along the same beats in the movie, but it doesn't like feel like the ghost is welcome or anything. At least, man, before basically that's what happened to Final Bound and everything, and trying to call the giant for everything. You can tell he really wants to get on. You tell him like, I don't say that, like he wants to get in the hotel. Tell him like the hotel. The hotel destroyed. What? The hotel ends up really getting destroyed, and you can tell how distraught Jack feels and how sad he is that his own creation of being the hero to work so hard for ended up being destroyed. And it's actually a very emotional scene, actually, and you really do feel for Drac and even probably everyone here. And then we get the actual ending of the movie, basically, and the rebuilding Transylvania, and you get a different animation style that I actually wasn't expecting. And it actually really works, actually, and it's like a scene that just put a big grin on my face. Honestly, I thought that was honestly the perfect ending to this franchise. And now, coming in at number 2, we got the exposed sequence from Transylvania 1. This has been the one of the scenes from this franchise I probably have watched the most. Honestly, and this is the scene I've always remembered the most from this movie. And of course, it's kind of what you expect, the typical reveal thing and everyone be upset, which is always normal. It's just how these things handled are just always hilarious and funny, but basically, see Johnny Mears kiss, Dracula being upset about it, to make him the whole village thing, or basically kind of make the village to be like terrible people so she would stay away. When he met Dan, of course, made being upset, then you see a chat that he ended up frozen with his nose, with his fingers, that was so hilarious. Like, and then Fly's like, wait, I speak Frozen. And then him feeling like everything, like, it's like, hey, are you Frozen? His Dracula was brought a human into the hotel. There is the human. Behold the human. And then everyone kind of still being like, I don't believe it. And I mean, but still testing Johnny for who he is. Like, I don't know, I want to say that I feel like I've already told Johnny's not really a great character. I never got that, honestly, but he tells her he doesn't want her Dragon's feelings. He's like, no, I don't want to date a monster. Then he's like, this is all your problem. I just always like this scene so much for the emotion, the humor here. Just a moment I always come back to very often when it comes to this movie. The moment I always remember the most from this movie. I don't know what it is. It's a moment that I probably shouldn't enjoy much of the deal, but I do. Speaking of moments I probably shouldn't enjoy as much as I do, at number 1, my favorite Hotel Transylvania moment in this entire 4-film franchise is the Kraken final battle from Hotel Transylvania 3. It's not even my favorite franchise. I think in Transylvania, it's probably my third favorite in the series. It has my favorite moments. But then again, this moment I probably shouldn't have much I did because, you know, typical, because it's pretty much them just trying to find a perfect positive songs to trying to stop this Kraken from destroying people. Like, it's basically good music versus evil music. But I always get a kick of this one if I even watch this movie. Like, I just basically see Johnny, who by the way was not in the movie much for this, or barely for this, basically ends up pulling a DJ thing and tries to put positive music to basically we get the Beach Boys' Good Vibrations, and then don't worry, be happy, ooh, and she cries like, and it's like we gotta find the biggest poppiest song to do. It's like, this is it. And you like, and I remember actually when I saw this movie in the theater, like, no way, they're playing the Macarena. That's not the Kraken. Like, it's one I probably shouldn't enjoy as much as I did, but I get crack everything watching. We see everyone just dancing to it and everything, and actually stopping his planes. Like, I should enjoy this moment as much as I do, but I always get a kick of it. I always smile, I just grin like, oh my god, I just laugh smile so freaking much from this whole final battle. The humor, the interaction with characters, trying to stop this Kraken with fucking music. Like, yeah, all that stuff is why this moment is my favorite moment in this franchise. So guys, that is my top 10 favorite moments from the Hotel Transylvania franchise. Let me know down below in the comment section, what are your favorite moments from this franchise? Which moments from these 4 movies do you love the most? Let me know down in the comment section and let me know what are top 10 favorite moments from other like movies, shows, and games you're gonna see me do. Let me know down below in the comment section. As always, thank you so much for watching, I truly honestly appreciate it. If you haven't, be sure to like this video, be sure to share, be sure to subscribe, be sure to follow all my social media sites, all is written down below. I am saying one positions. I'll see you next time as always. Stay cool, everybody. Peace.